I am back with my second panel of Fantasy Foray. I'm Casey, also known as Eerie Deary. Welcome to the virtual coloring book hangout. I'm hoping to just have some chill time coloring with everybody. You can find these coloring pages for free um, on my page, Eerie Deary Arts, on Facebook, and also there's a link to it on the event page. And they're free coloring pages. There's 5 of them, and they're all cute animals wearing Lolita. So I hope that you enjoy coloring those, possibly, or maybe your favorite coloring book, or what have you. So why don't we get started with some coloring? All right. So I've got this. Okay. Uh, Kind of a more classic Lolita bunny, I guess, situation here. Um, she's got some little Mary Janes, a border print, kind of a love letter motif with like some little love letter details. And some buttons, some pin tucks, some bows. So I was just gonna start coloring it. And if anyone thinks anything should be a certain color, like totally chime in. For now, I'm going to change the background to something more neutral, save everybody's eyes, hopefully. I'm using the program Autodesk Sketchbook, or I think it's known today Sketchbook. It was Autodesk Sketchbook. It's a really great program, $20, does so much. All right. So I think that maybe, all right, let's look at the whole dress. How about like a dark green for the dress? A little darker than that. Yeah, that's nice. And the way I do digital art type things, it's not really probably the proper way to do things, but we do what we can to try and mostly stay within the lines. So I'm gonna just start filling in. I like to take each color and put it on a different layer, which is something you can really only do with digital art. So I'm sorry I can't give an equivalent to anybody using like crayons or something if you've printed out the coloring pages. But coloring is just one of those things that it's so nice, so relaxing. You can get a coloring book for probably $1 and some crayons also for $1. And you just have something really relaxing. And it's not rocket science. We don't have to stress out too much about it. Something nice about digital art for someone who's got some anxious tendencies like me is the undo button. So if I really mess up, I can just, it's gone. Ta-da. But just gonna color. And let's see. These coloring pages I did actually are based on some older art of mine from around 2015. I made these cute animal Lolita kind of coloring pages. And except that time I drew them completely physically. So graphite and then ink on top and then erasing it. Oh, yay! Oh, I'm so glad. Yay. I'm glad we're coloring together. Sharpies are a really, really fun choice. Oh, other art programs. I've actually tried quite a few of them. Um, Sketchbook I've always found to be the most intuitive, because it's just like the zooming is really simple, the way you make things bigger or smaller. Uh, nice. Like I've used Photoshop. It's not my favorite for painting and drawing. Um, for some people, it's like it just makes total sense, but for me, it's just like I don't know how to do this. I've tried Corel Painter is quite nice. Um, let's see. If you do graphic design, you make layouts and stuff. InDesign is pretty wonderful for that. Um, but yeah, I've tried quite a few of them. There was that one that DeviantArt had, or maybe still has, that was a browser program, which was pretty interesting. Uh, Also, Paint Tool Sci. I really liked that one. Um, oh, and I just started using. It was Manga Studio. Now it's Clip Tool something. It's very new to me, um, and I think that if you find a program that feels good to you and it feels right, then it's definitely worth like getting it. Making sure you can use it, because trying to use like a program that doesn't make sense to you, it's like it just makes it feel impossible. Um, oh, nice. Yeah, InDesign it's great. You can just put everything exactly where you want it. Um, I drew the coloring pages digitally in with my graphics tablet. I have a Huion Canvas Kamvas 20, and it's pretty good. It's kind of comparable to a Wacom Cintiq. Um, and having like the right tablet made such a huge difference. Having a program that made sense to me made such a huge difference. Oh, we're using a brush now. um, I think that I've learned so much from. If any of you have heard of Drawfee, they're awesome. They draw so many super cool, interesting, and very weird things, and they all draw very differently. So even with people using the same program, you can end up with some pretty big differences. Uh, da, da, da. And if any of you have any favorite drawing programs, feel free to shout them out. Because there's always so many. Honestly, yes, Drawfee is great. If they have a Sweet Lolita episode, that would be super cool. Drawtectives is also very good, and you just get to see this. I don't know, the power of drawing. And without digital art, a lot of the things that Drawfee does, like a lot of the techniques they do, wouldn't really work as well. Um, there's something about when you go from doing physical art to digital art, or digital art to physical art, where you kind of there's that weird jump between the two. Um, but yeah, so but watching other people. Sorry, I brought up Drawfee because I was going to say watching other people draw so differently lets me give myself a little bit of slack and not really knowing, the perfect way to do things. Um, Maybe one day I'll find, that perfect program. Uh, for right now, it's Sketchbook though, and I'm not like really s- trying to stress out too much about making everything perfect. Um, oh, Illustrator. I have no idea how to use Illustrator, so if you can understand any part of it, that's very impressive to me. It was so oh hey, welcome. But it was so like unintuitive. It just um didn't make sense. And we're rotating. Okay, here we go. Erasing. And since I'm doing a bunch of layers, I guess I don't really have to erase all that much. Da, 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 da. We have all these fancy brushes and all these programs and everything, and I tend to just use like paintbrush round, um, different sizes. And it's also been, oh, yeah, coloring is a great way to be creative. You can kind of just shut your mind off, kind of just pick the colors you're drawn to. It's kind of low stakes. Um, and also sometimes like the blank page can be so intimidating. But yeah, and if you are coloring digitally, and you've downloaded the coloring pages from my Ko-fi shop, which should be linked to in the Rose Foray events schedule, I believe. There are transparent versions of the line art so that you can basically color under it, color it, and the other version is just meant for printing, really. So you don't have to mess with any like trying to make it see through or anything. Like I want to have there to be a separate transparent file. But yeah, I'm so happy that people are here and we're gonna color. It's great. Something that like I'm sure every person who colors a page will color it completely differently. Just kind of putting themselves into it, not really realizing. For me, it felt natural to make this dress green, but to you, maybe it would look much better as pink or red. You can make all sorts of colorways. Um, and there's really no wrong answer. Even it's kind of fun seeing people who do like they take kids coloring books and they just like color them so that they're like really scary or something. They like totally put a different context. So you can even kind of go a little crazy. All right, so I've got kind of a base of green down. Let's see. Well, we add another layer. And I was thinking maybe I should probably like color in the bunny. Maybe like, well, we have a gray background. So maybe like kind of a, all right, well, first of all, I'm going to maybe like a peachy color. No. Maybe the bunny can be pink. All right. I'm saying as if anyone's agreeing. All right, let's do this. She's going to be pink. Okay, actually, I don't like that. She's not going to be pink. All right, yes for pink bunny. No for ooh, we could do maybe a light blue. That might be cute. Well, that's maybe too light. Yeah, let's do that. That seems good. We'll do the insides of the ears pink anyway. As I draw these, I kind of have a tendency to color them in my head a little bit. Oh, nice. I kind of a nice powder blue. Getting it nice and... All right. I swear it's just paintbrush and eraser for me. All right. So we're getting filled in. Actually, I'll just cover all of this stuff because then I can do another layer on top. I don't know why sound effects help, but they do. All right. Let's see. And as I'm coloring, I can start to think about maybe like what color, hair do I want her to have? Or maybe I'll bounce back to the dress. Oh, okay, here we go. I just put a new nib in my pen, and so it's a little squeaky. But it's good to switch out your tablet pen nibs if you can. Best to take good care of your tablet. They cost a lot of money, so we got to take care of them. All right, so we're filling in the ears, doing some stuff. If it's a call out, it's a gentle call out. No pressure. Okay. All right, so we'll get the hands. And then maybe she's wearing tights, so we will color her legs a different color. I'm not sure why a rabbit would wear tights because she's presumably kind of fuzzy. Oh no. Oh, the tablets. May they rest in peace. They do so much for us, and yet uh, I had many tablets that I tried out before finding one that I liked. I was like, the kind without the screen in it. Oh man, for some people those work so well, and they really are like accurate and everything. But I was just like, I can't do this. I can't look somewhere and draw somewhere else. And all right, so maybe. All right, I think that maybe this bit and this ruffle we could do in like a white or something. Okay. We're doing another layer. I used lots and lots of layers. But when you use lots of layers, you can do cool things like lock the layer. Let's take a darker green. Maybe we do like a sprayer. We can do some gentle shading, and we're not going outside of where we've colored this green. So that can save quite a bit of time. And really just no matter what way you're drawing, like running a little bit of a darker color around like some of these edges, it can really bring some dimensionality. But before I get too distracted with this, I say as I keep going, I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to make a palette layer. So I'm going to keep this darker green I've been using. All right, but I'm going to go back to, we were going to do maybe some white, maybe kind of a lightish yellow. Yeah, that's cute. And so cuteness is king. If it ain't cute, why are we drawing it? Though not really. If you draw scary stuff or surreal stuff, or you don't draw, you just want to, color, that's cool too. We welcome all kinds of creativity. Okay, so getting that done, let us do the hem. I could probably make the shoes. I could make them kind of this cream color, or maybe I could make them like a brown or something. Might be bringing a lot of colors into this. Okay, so getting it kind of colored. All right, so well, her face is freaking me out a little bit, so I'm gonna work on her face. Whatever process makes sense to you is the best process. All right, so let's get some actually white. Yeah. Uh, okay, there we go. I'm gonna brighten up these eyes a bit. Kind of going for an anime eye sort of thing. It can be a little tricky, but I like to kind of fill it in, erase around, kind of mess with it. All right. Seems vaguely eye-like. And let's see, maybe I'll fill in the lashes with the color of the lines. So pick that up, make it smaller. Small. Okay. And just kind of roughing it in. I suppose you could also use like fill bucket for something like this. I tend to just use the brush. In college, I studied painting, among painting, drawing, fibers, graphic design, and I guess that like painting is pretty dominant for me, so I tend to do things um, just with the paintbrush. But maybe for you that's different, and maybe your favorite tool is I don't know, the spray paint. Because you can do a lot. All right, so I've got the blue from the fur skin. We're not concerned. Gonna darken it and maybe kind of dull it out. I'm gonna use this for the brows because I think I'm gonna do the hair in kind of a like this shade as well. This would be a good time for me to just turn the canvas, whatever angle works. It's good to work with your body rather than against it. Um, Good to turn the paper instead of trying to twist your body or turn the image. Okay, so let's do maybe like very light blue eyes. No. I was saying maybe we could bring some brown in or something. So maybe brown eyes. That'd be pretty. Yeah, there we go. I probably shouldn't be putting this on the same layer, so I'm going to do another layer. There's no mistakes, only happy accidents. We try our best, but there's always a little chaos in there. Okay. And maybe I'm going to take some pink. I want to, let's see, I was using the sprayer before. Maybe like a kind of a blushing effect. Kind of warm up the face. Oh, thank you. I keep worrying like, oh no, am I just droning on? But I'm glad. I'm glad we're vibing. We're vibing. We're chilling. We're just having a good time. Maybe no. Okay, I'm gonna take that away. Yeah, we got some blushies. I didn't quite contain it, So I'm going to just erase a little around the outside. Okay. Now, uh, let's continue on to the hair. All right. Oh yeah, I was going to use this color. Maybe I'll just make it a little darker. No wrong answers. Ooh, yes. Okay, let's do more of that. Bigger brush. Oh, I'm so glad. Should color people with people more often. Oh, yay, the bat. She was actually like one of the first ones I thought of. I just like had this image of like, I don't know, this bat wearing these cute little like a little onesie with like little bats, and yeah. And so I'm very happy I could get these done and get them um like kind of more polished, because when I originally released them they were inked with pen, and they were kind of like, not by virtue of being pen, but like by virtue of me kind of having a sloppy process. They got kind of like, they weren't the best like quality. And so this time I wanted to go for like taking these designs, taking what I know now. Um, and the old ones are still available. They're just on my Facebook page in an album called Cute Animals Coloring Pages. Um, I mean, they look pretty much the same. I really wanted to stay true to the designs. Um, but I think they have a little bit more character now than they did. Um, it's so wonderful being able to like revisit your past work. Uh, and after cringing, a whole bunch, then like looking at it and going, oh man, I remember I was so proud of this, and gosh, I still really like it. Like maybe I'll try it again. And I think, that kind of takes some pressure off of having to make things perfectly. Is, you can always revisit it. You can always come back to it. Um, we probably, creative people, well, I think every person is a creative person. Uh, but I think that we all have our different ways of tapping into that. And so hopefully coloring adds another little way to do that. Oh, I'm so glad. I have felt so inspired, just being part of this, like being more involved in the Rose Foray event, and like just seeing everyone's outfits, and like it's so cool. And this is probably the most I've ever shown my Lolita art to actual fans of Lolita. And I kept worrying like, oh gosh, are my designs going to be Ita? But it's just, everyone is so wonderful, and everyone has such unique and interesting style. And so I'm very glad to be able to share this. That's awesome. Oh, I'm so glad. Um, Originally, the cat girl actually had a friend. She had another cat that was like kind of twinning with her. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad. Um, oh, but to fit everything in the format all nicely and make it so it would print well, they would either have to be super tiny on the page, or I would just do one of them alone. Hopefully, I gotta do the picture of, wait, wrong layer. Why do we even have that layer? But hopefully I can draw again soon, because that cat girl, she's lonely. She had a cat friend. Um, a cat girl girlfriend. And so, uh, but we could also, imagine that they're all going to a meetup together, maybe. So they're not alone. Okay. So looking at this, let's color the bows. All right, I know what to do. Yes. I'm in the middle of a kind of a weird transition here because just recently I got a like a higher power computer, a higher powered computer than wait, unlock than I'd been using for a good while. And my old computer was an Apple. My new computer is a PC, and there's just these tiny differences that kind of like where's the command button? What do I do? Shift Command Alt 4. You mean you just have a screen cap button? What? And so now I have a computer that's very oh, that's cute. Yes, good. um oh gosh. I think I lost my train of thought. It's rolling down the tracks. That's okay. It'll come back probably. Um all right. Yeah, I think I like the green bows. Promise I'm not going to spend the whole time on this, just this one. And if any of you have ideas of like which one you'd like me to do for the next one, definitely put those in the comments. There's an OG style. Well, I call him a satyr. I don't know if he actually would technically fit that. He's got like hooves, a little tail, little horns. He's a fancy lad. And then I've got a pigtail kitty. I've got the bunny with the hearts on her ears. Let's see. It's got to be almost all of them. Um, but yeah, so we got lots of options. Oh, and the bat, the cute bat. Um, okay. Why don't we? All right, going on the layer that has the eyes, because I'm still kind of, even though this is just kind of, fun and not super like being polished or organized. Um, like I do like keeping like the colors kind of together. Yeah, that'll be cute. And I know I said I was going to put tights on her, but maybe I'll just make her legs blue. But we'll see. Oh, and we still have the pattern to work with too. Yeah, that's cute. Oh, that's okay. It's getting out of control. Emergency, emergency. All right, back. We're good. We're good. It's fine. Uh, um, let's see. I really like just being able to actually separate all my layers like this for some different reasons. One of them would be if I wanted, I could. Let's see. Let's erase a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. I could lock this layer, and let's say I want the shoes to be like a darker brown. Big brush. And so I can do that. Then I decide, no. It is pretty cute, but I did like the lighter color that kind of goes with her eyes. Let's see. All right, so we got that. Yay! I think 6-year-olds are the best artists. They are so creative, uninhibited. Um, they have the coolest, best ideas. So that's awesome. I'm really glad. Okay, so we're gonna do this print, and I've got kind of some love letters, some teacups, and like this kind of bunny. Let's see. So we're doing like green, yellow. She's blue. Maybe we Okay. Zoom out again. Sorry if I'm making anyone seasick. Okay, so take some of this light blue. Maybe we do these ovals with that. Oh, the big brush. I forgot. That's fine though. Give kind of a nice background. Cute. Okay. Ah, the zoom. All right, there we go. Let's see. And I'll just keep all the skirt colors or the border colors together. Let's do maybe like a white for the letters. Kind of just color there. And we erase. We color, we erase. We color and we erase. Okay. Now we do the purse. Oh, I need to maybe erase some things, but I'm using the big brush and it's so powerful. All right. So we got things kind of blocked in. Oh yeah, I was gonna wait. I know it's one of these layers. Why don't I ever label them? Okay, yes, it was this one. Don't be like me. It's better to label your layers. Your layers. Okay. That's pretty good. All right. I was going to I keep going back and forth on this. Maybe I will put tights on her. It does no, I'll just have her legs because I feel like a bunny might get hot wearing tights over like fur. I know I get hot wearing tights. All right. So we got some legs going on. Okay. Oh, fleece line tights. Yeah, those are cozy for when it gets really cold and just like you're all wrapped up in a nice blanket. All right. So, oh yeah, the inside of the ears. Okay. Let's do pink. All right. That should be good. Yeah, that'll be good. Just filling it in. Oh, I hope you guys can't hear my stylus squeaking. Awful. Okay. Pull that down. Huzzah! Okay. Oh no. Wait. Miscalculation. Okay. All right. Let's maybe get some white. Oh, my layers. I always end up thinking of when I draw on the wrong layer, like Kronk and Yzma from Emperor's New Groove. Like, why do we even have that layer? Okay, so we're gonna put away the mega brush, I guess, and kind of do this. That's cute. Maybe we pull some brown from her eyes again and put it on the layer. Okay, that's not right. Okay, let's try this again. It should be okay. how big? Well, when in doubt, try another. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's like the digital version of like, am I out of ink? Like, where am I drawing? Okay. And while we're here, maybe I'll clean this up a little bit. Whoop. Eraser. When I was a kid, I would always draw so hard that things would not erase. It would be like ground into the paper. It's just like, just want to just engrave it in there. It's not the greatest impulse with a graphics tablet. Okay, I think that we've got kind of a cool thing going here. Maybe I will take more of this pink. I found that using like a small color scheme, like just kind of taking the same colors, putting them all over, arranging them, you'll often find that it looks like really, really quite good when you limit the palette. I do like to use a billion colors, but sometimes you don't need to add it. You can go with, well, starting with the green, we've got like this kind of nice deep color to base it on. The blue is kind of a analogous color. They kind of are harmonious with each other. We have the cream and the white, which are nice together. I guess I could have just used one, but that's, not important now. But it's really also, I mean, if you want every single part to be a different color, I'm sure that could look interesting too. Just make it a whole rainbow of a dress. Maybe like make these guys different colors, stuff like that. And then there's also, just you're allowed to just draw things in if you want to. But for now, we're just coloring. We're not going to mess too much. Let's do something about the cups. I feel like maybe the cups could be cream. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. So we're doing kind of a cream coffee cup situation. Okay. Luckily, there's only 2 of them to color. Oh gosh, I think I missed a comment that went up. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that it's just like sometimes I'm using like I'm working in a big scale and then I go to something else and I'm like, oh no, I didn't need to erase half the drawing. It's a little difference between real life because in real life you can usually tell what size brush you're holding. Uh, depending, I don't know. Let's see. Let's get some brown from the shoes. I could have kept going with the palette, but we're having chill times. It's okay. But if you're ever digitally drawing something and you want to keep track of all your colors, having a layer that's just your palette can be really nice. And then you can just color pick from the one layer. And then when you're done, oh God, I forgot I was doing these all in the same layer. Tis okay. Tis okay. Happy accidents. All right, there we go. Let's see. Coloring. Yeah, definitely don't have the undo button in real life. Sometimes with oil painting, you can kind of get into like this area of like, with the paint thinner, where if you're quick, you could like, but that's about the closest. Let's see, maybe go with like a lighter brown. for her. Oh, that's pretty cute. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Paint over it, paint over it, paint over it again. Yeah, I usually when I paint, it's usually with acrylic, and it's like it can be so wonderful and so like because every it like you get a lot of layers that dry really fast. So it doesn't stay workable terribly long compared to oil paints. Um, but man, you could do so much with acrylic or oils, honestly. I think it's just, one feels good to you. Um, also, watercolor. Sometimes I have trouble with watercolor because you can't keep layering things on. There's transparency. So I mean, you can keep layering things on, but then it ends up becoming more like an acrylic painting. um, which, if that's what you're going for, I mean, why not? Let's see, maybe. Ooh, yeah, oil painting is, oh, it's so wonderful. Everything is so blendy. You can just push the color around. You can blend right on the canvas. Uh, it's just kind of messy though, because usually you need paint thinner to be able to like thin it out, and that can not smell great. And then you end up with a bunch of oily rags. And uh, oh yeah, definitely true. You can. It's hard with acrylic to you can't undo a brush stroke. Um, but with oil paint, you can make it like it never happened, even if you wait a few days. Um, so I guess like if you like your workability, definitely like oil is very cool. And Bob Ross, well, um, I think he painted with mostly oils, and you see him with his paint thinner on his brush. And I'm just like, oh, the paint thinner splattering everywhere. I couldn't do that. But one day, if I have like a space where it doesn't matter if I got paint thinner, that might be kind of fun to get into again. Um, you can really mess with like the thickness of it. You can use oil paint directly from the tube, or thinning it down to almost just like this very inky or watercolory kind of texture. And acrylic is great because you can do all of that as well. But being water based, it makes it a little bit more, I think, accessible. Maybe this color for her hair. Um, but yeah, you'll definitely have to show me if you get into some oil painting. It's so fun and so like, oh, it's one of the messiest things I've ever done art wise, besides like ceramics. Um, like like throwing on the wheel, amazing skill needed, very difficult. Um, and it used to really bother me, and it still sometimes does bother me, like thinking, oh, my skills, I suck, everyone's better than me. Um, but also, like, I've been recognizing more that art and creation, it's like a journey each of us goes on. It's going to look different for every single one of us. And I like to believe that there's no wasted time. So if you try oil painting once and you hate it, like, you've learned you don't like oil painting. And so that effort is not wasted. Uh, oh, yeah. Sometimes if things have been very neat and tidy, making a mess can feel so good. And especially if it's like an artistic mess. So you're not like breaking something. You're not like, it's controlled in a way, but then you can just unleash on the canvas and make whatever shapes, build it up thick. You could even scratch into the paint with the handles. Um, it, I think that, like, creating without any expectation of what happens or like what you end up with, you can come up with like such cool amazing things one might not have like even thought they would have done. Um, and I try to think like what's the worst case scenario? Well, like a realistic worst case scenario, not like I open my oil paints and then a satellite falls out of the sky and kills me instantly. Like, not anything like that, but like the worst that could happen, I use some paints on something I don't really like, and okay, that's it. Um, and with places like Dick Blick, they have great prices on paint and things. You could try all sorts of different supplies. Like that's one of the best ways to like really let loose and try something new is to I think try like a new supply, a new art like toy. Um, I know this is gonna sound weird. When I was a kid, I used to like those. There were those like blow pen things, like as seen on TV, and you could kind of do like this airbrush sort of thing, just with like markers, like things like that, are even just so fun to play with. Pens with different colored ink, whatever. But anyway, I guess my long roundabout point is whatever you do, whatever you try, I think it all stays with you. Um, and even if like I never did another digital whatever drawing in my life, um, I've had such a good time exploring it. It's definitely not time wasted. All right. So we've got kind of a, yeah, that's cute. Okay. So we've got her kind of colored. I might do a little bit more shading. Um, and then I'll do another one. Okay, so I've done the green shading, so I can probably double click, double click. I got it. All right, let's move on to some hair, and we'll make it a darker shade. Maybe we'll mellow it out a bit. I love this like color, these color pucks and the brush puck make things, I think this is more and less transparent when you go up and down, bigger, smaller. I think brighter uh, and darker or more and less saturated. So you can kind of manipulate all right, I need to start over. You can manipulate your colors pretty well without even getting into the color picker. Okay, now let's lock this layer. Let's go. All right. So when I'm doing a little bit of a shading on hair, oh, I was gonna do soft shading. Here we go. Okay. I want to do maybe some, okay. The flow. All right, let's increase the flow. All right, that might be too much. Okay. Try and get some darkness around like the edges, mostly like around like the bottom, kind of underneath the face that gets in shadow. They're kind of just, doing a little bit, just doing a little soft airbrushing. Okay. Want to shade the bottom of like this hair point, gave her kind of the Miku bangs. All right. Getting some shading under the bows, shading under the head. Okay. Looks cute. All right, let's shade these eyebrows real quick. Just get a little something. There we go. Yeah. And I'm not necessarily going to shade this whole thing. I just kind of like a little strategic shading. All right, maybe we change the background now. That's cute. All right, maybe like a very light pink. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, so none of them actually have names. So if you guys come up with any names for these characters, I would love to hear them. Right now, I kind of want to call her Clover, maybe just because of all the green. So we'll say, all right, Clover, cool. We're gonna Save you as. Always save as. Always save as. Okay. Let's see. She was classic. Okay. And I'm going to save it. It's one of those things that like real art you never have to save. Well, I mean, you do, but you don't really have to do it the same way. Okay. Saving is important. Um, and also making sure you back up your work is important. I recently, due to some shenanigans with the iCloud, lost this picture I've been working on for a while of Mew Ichigo. Frencha. I love that. Um, oh, but I was working on this picture of Mew Ichigo from Tokyo Mew Mew and lost it. Like, it's just like it got eaten. The file was just gone. And luckily I still had sketches and stuff, but but yes, I love the name Frencha. That is adorable. Okay. So does anyone have any requests for which one we color next? Because I can really do whichever one. Let's see. I've got the kitty cat. She's cute. Maybe we'll take a look at her. Center. We've also got. Okay, yeah, I love the bat as well. Okay. Let's see. No, we're fine. We're fine. Oh gosh, if I have her on here. Okay, I might do this stuff over here. Let's see. All right. Okay, this should be good now. All right, what are we doing? Okay. Yeah, all right. I'm going to make the canvas a bit bigger, I think. Yeah, that's better. A queen. All right. So, all right, same thing. I usually like to when I'm working on line art or coloring, try to do like a neutral gray in the background. Better for my eyes, better for judging different colors relationships, I think, than bright white. But also, your experiences may vary. Ever since I drew this one, I've been thinking about maybe lavender for like the bloomers. So I think I might follow that. Kind of like a nice, pretty lavender. But yeah, she was one of the first ones I drew. She was my take on Arrow Lolita. I think that she's pretty cute. All right. Probably partially born from my love of Monster High. We love a bat girl. All right, let's just color over these and we'll do them on top. Okay. Getting it together. I don't really know what color like to make her I guess fur. Maybe she could be like a dark gray or like a purple or blue. Well, we already had one that was blue, so let's maybe not do blue again. Unless it's what the people want, then we will do blue. All right. So we got this kind of corseted onesie. which is it's kind of more of a fantasy garment than some of the others. It's kind of like I wish this existed because I would wear it all the time. All right, so I could either do maybe like a contrast between the like this blouse section and the rest, or I could do it all the same. Maybe we could do a pastel kind of just color scheme in general. That might be fun. Ooh, strap. Okay. Let's see. All right, make my palette layer. All right, let's maybe do like a slightly darker but still pastel purple. Yeah, that's cute. Okay. Cuteness is of utmost importance, at least for me. All right, coloring. Sometimes it's pretty interesting trying to like look at garments and then think about like how can I express this in a drawing. Like this shirt is kind of based off of those ones that have a lot of gathered fabric, maybe with like elastic rings. Um, like these very well, I guess I'm kind of wearing something a little similar. And so I kind of wanted to imply like a slightly different texture than the rest of it. And I think it comes across. And even if not, it's, we just got a color. And what I have to tell myself is finished is better than perfect. I have trouble finishing projects a lot, and because I just want it to be absolutely perfect before I call it finished. But just finishing something. Yeah. Waiting for perfection to put yourself out there. Oh, I'm glad. Good. Um it's definitely a challenge. And but yeah, I try to remind myself, like it's okay if I mess up a drawing, if I post something and I realize like, oh, there's a bunch of mistakes. Like the world's not going to blow up as much as I feel like my world's blowing up. and uh and it's okay. We're all work in progress, and we're all human. Unless some of you are robots, which is very cool. And I respect that. Okay, maybe oh, I don't know if I like that. Okay. I'm gonna lock. Maybe we do let's see, why don't we do pink? Kind of a yeah, there we go. Okay. Lock. Ooh, or what if? Yes. There we go. Yeah, all right. Okay. Now let's put some more of this light pink. Okay. Yeah. It's kind of good, like getting more of a sweet vibe. Um, I like it though. Yeah. Okay. So maybe we add in another color, like an accent. Because we've got the pink and purple, and those kind of like they definitely harmonize together. Maybe like this yellow has like a nice contrast. Ooh, palette layer. Yeah, that's quite cute. Okay. Let me zoom. So I just love when I see designs with like this very sweet, very pastel uh palette. So cute. Okay, so we do the stars in yellow. Maybe we do these little bows in yellow. Um, let's see, we do pink straps. Cute. Okay, so maybe we should color her in. What if... About like maybe a... Well, I don't know if it'll look right if she's purple too. That's kind of cute. Let's try another color. Ooh, what about aqua? I think I've heard of an aqua bat before. Yeah, let's try it. It's kind of wild. So actually, maybe a deeper version. Lock. Yes, that's good. Okay, unlock. It's not required to say lock and unlock, but whatever helps me to realize when it is and isn't locked. Okay. Yeah. We're going to do the hair on top, so that's not going to be too much of a thing. And if any of you who are coloring along want to share your creations, you definitely should post them in the Discord, because I would love to see them. I think that everybody's going to bring like their own unique take to things. Yeah. Because I imagine it one way, but then everyone will look and see something different. Okay, so why don't we go slightly darker and then we do the wings. And doing just, no, wait. Okay. All right. Getting ahead of myself. But we do them in a slightly darker color, and then it kind of, it pushes them back behind her a little bit more. Like they probably are the same color as the rest of her is. But being kind of back there, back behind her, maybe they're a little bit more in shadow. But also, like, if shadows and stuff, shading stresses you out, it's not even something you have to think about or worry about. Like, doing stuff with just flat colors could be so cute and fun. So it's really whatever you feel like. Okay, yeah. Getting it going. And let's see. Probably should. I might mess with her face here in a minute. I was just like, oh, like now when her face is just a color, I want to like do the eyes and kind of give her like a little blush and everything. When I draw, I kind of tend to draw things like I would want to wear or that like dolls I would want to buy. And this is like probably, gosh, this would be a fun outfit to wear. But this would probably be more like a doll I put on my shelf and go, oh, wow. Let's see. I'm doing light violet. Nope. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna mess with her face. That doesn't sound great. I'm gonna render her face. All right. So let's. Maybe we do like a dark purple for her lashes. Oh, that's awesome. Well, 90s Barbies are so cool. There are a few from my childhood I would really like to get a hold of again because they're just so magical. Rainbow High, I don't know a ton about, but gosh, they're really cute dolls. And their clothes are so cute too. They're very tempting, but Monster High all the way. I'm waiting for those new Monster High dolls for sure. I think October 1st is when they're gonna be coming out, and uh, but yeah, dolls are like great, and yeah, they have a hold on some of us that others may not understand. But as long as everyone's having fun. Also, one of my favorite anime, and one of the most Lolita anime I watch actually has to do with dolls. If you've ever seen Rosen Maiden, um, yeah, just so cool. Love it. Ball jointed dolls are also very cool, definitely inspiring. Seeing some of the like people's customs, people's super dolphies, anything Volks makes is amazing. And yeah, doll fans forever. Okay, so I've just kind of added some white around, the whites of her eyes. Also, highlights in the middle. It kind of just tends to make them look more alive. Um, Unless you want them to look kind of dead, that's also good. Let's see, what color to make her eyes? Maybe like pink. Yeah, that should be cute. Yeah. Uh, the nice thing is, if I decide I don't like it, I can change it. All right, let's go with a darker, duller pink. Hmm. Okay. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. Okay. Magenta. Let's see. Okay, this is maybe not working the way I wanted it to. Okay, let's go a little bit more of a dark color. That's not darker. And, okay, let's actually. What if she was all pink? Maybe see if that looks good. Time for the mega brush. Right. Oh, I like that actually. Okay, so let's do that. Wonderful for indecision. All right, let's do the same thing. Okay, lock the layer, lock the layer. Yeah, right. Just changing the color scheme up. Go, oh. And even if like you don't do digital art, it can be really good for like traditional art. Doing things like I don't know what color to put here on my painting. Take a photo, like color right on top of it. Does this color look good? Does this color look good? And that way you're not splashing a bunch of paint on your project. I would end up with like an inch of yeah, brings a totally new kind of mood to it. Okay, so I think now that I'm thinking about it, her shoes should be the same color as her shirt. All right, going down here. Yes, paintbrush. Oh, I still have the mega brush. Okay, put that back. Yes. Well, this is an outfit that like I would love to wear in real life, but it would probably be kind of a pain unless the same brand made all of it because I feel like trying to match lavenders between brands would probably not be terribly fun. Okay. So maybe we do like a dark purple for the hair as well. Because we've got like a quite a lot of these light colors, and so maybe we bring in some dark colors. Oh, yeah, yeah. There we go. And if you wanted that anime highlight look, you can always leave like a sliver like uncovered completely. And I'm going to do some shading though, so I'll probably fill it in. But doing this sort of kind of suggests light. And really, we're just having fun. Like, if I were coloring this to be like a finished illustration, I would probably take hours and hours just getting all of these areas completely cut out nicely and uh, just right before I get too into it. Um, but it's nice to just be able to throw some colors on here and really get into it. All right, so we got this kind of fluffy hair. There we go. Maybe we, all right, go over here and take a lighter pink. Maybe we do her nose. I think bats with this kind of nose are so cute. They just got that like that little leafy bit kind of coming up. Um and they serve a sensory purpose, but they're also cute. Bats are just quite good. Um so if you're ever in a position to have a bat house or something, definitely do that. Bats are friends. And so we are filling in some ears, just kind of doing a lighter. Yeah, they're precious. They're pollinators. They eat mosquitoes, which at least where I live, we get really bad mosquitoes in the summer. And it's just like, no, thank you. So I very much appreciate our friends, the bats. All right, let's put some kind of sparkles. Maybe we kind of, oh yeah, I want to take some purple. So another nice thing is that I don't have to go, oh man, which paint did I use to mix that purple? um, but then, like, gosh, there's some things that just pushing a brush around on canvas can be so like irreplaceable. And with both oil and acrylic, you can mix different things into the paint, and that can really do some fun textures and stuff. Oh, while we're here, let's color her nails. Kind of like some little purple claws. That's cute. Okay, and I think she's got just one nail showing up here. Oop, there we go. Maybe we color in like these beads. Okay. Oh, and the bow. Hope I'm not zooming in and out too quickly for you guys. Okay. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, so let's maybe put some shading on this. Just because we can. All right, so I'm gonna just merge these layers together to make my life easier. Actually, I changed my mind. I will not. I refuse to make my life easier. Okay, so let's grab the eyedropper. All right, let's get it kind of darker. Grab this. Layer is locked. All right, let's get in there with some shading. All right, so the flow is okay. Raise that up a bit. So just kind of like inside the sleeves. That's a good place. Let's make this smaller. All right. Inside the sleeves is a good place to get. Like kind of like this whole shoulder here is kind of behind her hand. So it's going to be, let's see, let's increase the flow a bit more. Let's darken the color a bit more, little by little. All right. So yeah, we kind of can do some nice shading. Just getting a little definition. And just kind of going in the places that might, kind of crease inward, places that the light might not be hitting. Kind of the back of this. Yeah, that's cute. All right, so okay, let's try out this. Now we're gonna go lighter again. Wait, didn't lock the layer. All right, locking the layer. All right, getting some. Generally, like when you wear something corsety, you'll end up with like kind of a shadow around like your waist, kind of as the fabric, everything moves inward. And then like generally a little bit of shadow at the bottom, a little bit at the top as it kind of scoops into your body. Um, and with poofy shorts, we were gonna have like a little bit of shadow, kind of down here. Have some shadow here. I'm pretending the light is coming down this way. So, well, that's not a good brush to do that with. Let's put it on here. So my light is coming down this way. And if I'm to add, actually I should add highlights. Then I want to pay attention to where the light is going to hit. So, all right, gonna hit here, kind of at her collarbone. It's gonna hit here. And we're just kind of getting just a little bit of definition in here. Blending, and yeah, that looks good. Okay. So maybe we could do the shoes. I didn't think about it before, but not quite sure how we're going to shade this part. Why don't we just try it? We'll see. Well, that's not the brush I need. Here we go. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, so we've just got a little bit, as the tights round the leg, we've got some shadows. All right, we'll go to like a darker purple again for the shoes. We've still got the layer locked. Just got to check. All right, let's darken that color a bit. And I'm not doing, the layer is locked though. Am I in the wrong layer? Tell me, computer. Okay. Well, whatever. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I wanted to do a little shading on her face as well. Let's see. She's already pink, so I'm not sure how to add like a blushy, maybe just a more intense pink. That's kind of nice. It's kind of a subtle, sort of effect. We can erase it from here. Erase it from her finger. Yeah, get like a little bit of kind of little rosiness, even though she's very rosy all over. All right, maybe we could shade the hair next, since we're already hanging out here. All right, let's take the color. And we're getting kind of right down to the end of the panel here, but I'm going to hang out and keep coloring. Might not finish, but I think with coloring, it's much more about the experience than the final product, which is why it can be so relaxing. All right, so let's get some darkness here, like behind the hat, kind of behind the ear, underneath the hair, because we've kind of got this big fluffy poofy hair. And so it's got like a bit of a shadow on the bottom of it. Shadow at the bottom of the bangs. We can kind of go straight across. Shadow at the top. Ooh, yeah. There we go. Okay. And I love the idea of this kind of like an asymmetrical straight bangs, sort of almost visual K style wig being worn with an outfit like this. All right, let's maybe look for some highlights now. And maybe we'll do these a little more intense. Oh, 100% flow. Oh, yeah, there we go. And so our light's coming down. And so it's going to hit this side of the hair a bit more, this side a bit less, a little bit up here, and a bit on the tips over here because they're going to be coming forward a little bit. Yeah, that's so cute. All right. So we've got some shading. Maybe could do some shading on the body because I feel like the pink kind of is turning maybe a little flat. I do like it. Let's see. Okay. And really, I think color picking can be so like it's so unique for so many people. How we pick our colors, what we decide goes where. There's really no wrong way to do it. It might be interesting to see like rolling the dice. Pick a color each time. All right, so lock the layer. This is kind of a bright color. I'll bring it more towards the middle of this kind of square, more of a neutral and kind of more grayed out. All right, airbrush, lock layer. All right, maybe actually let's do the wings first. Okay. Yes, there we go. We kind of can cast these shadows in here. Yeah, and that kind of pushes the wings a little bit back. And the wings also kind of serve as like a nice like look at me, like a nice framing kind of thing. I don't think I've seen a Lolita with giant bat wings, but that would be amazing. All right, so we've got this wing that's kind of popping out a little bit forward. It's still behind the arm, so we're gonna have a shadow behind the arm. But then otherwise, I want there to be this highlight here because we still got the light coming down. All right. Looking good. All right, let's maybe do some shading on just her body. And before we get too wrapped up, I wanted to say thank you for coming to this panel and coloring with me. I've had just a wonderful time kind of hanging out and kind of just, talking art, talking chill vibes, cute colors. And I hope that you've had a nice, relaxing time here. All right. So, okay, I know. I think what would make this look even better, turn off the palette layer. Good. Unlock this layer. This is bothering me. Yes. Okay. All right. I was thinking, what if we made. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad it's been relaxing. Yay. No problem. Thank you for letting me do this. I mean, gosh, I got to do what I love with a bunch of people who are super cool and we're all interested in the same kind of stuff. Like, I feel very lucky. And I'm very glad to have been here with you today. Oh, thank you. That's great. I would love to make more coloring pages in the future. Hopefully, like these ones, I wanted them to be a bit more like fashion drawings. So I didn't really do a background. But I'd really like to experiment with maybe like little cafe setting kind of scenes or something. Oh, I was thinking, oh, what if we turn it like a kind of a dark nighttime color? And then, where'd my new layer go? Okay, it's down there. Let's see. I learned this from DeviantArt. So really, a great Starfield technique is basically drawing little dots like this. And then I don't know if I can do it in Illustrator, but then you do a blur over everything, and then you draw more dots on top of those dots and more dots, and then you blur it again and again and again, and you end up with this super beautiful layered Starfield. For now, I'm just kind of, you know, putting some cute stuff in the background. But yeah, thank you so much for being here with me today. And I think that's my time. But thank you so much. I had a wonderful time with all of you. And I hope that you've enjoyed coloring my drawings and definitely show me if you want, if you feel up to it. So I hope you all have a really great rest of your day.